This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. There's some cool gadgets nowadays that I think they released at the electronics show in Las Vegas, but now they're available for your home. Let's find out what they are.
There's a good chance many of you are thinking about some upgrades around the house. CNET's Dan Ackerman is here to help. Our resident tech guru has some smart home tech that could help you save some money and make your day a little bit brighter. And he brought in what else? A toaster?
A toaster?
A toaster?
You're going to go smart home, you got to start with the small things, the little appliances.
A toaster?
All right, listen, I'm not going to lie.
I've never heard of anybody reacting this much over a toaster.
Never. You imagine having dinner with this one?
A toaster?
All right.
Is she okay?
I think she's had I think something fell on her head.
A toaster?
I think it was a toaster.
All right.
Yeah, it was a toaster.
All right, listen, I'm not going to lie. You don't need a smart toaster.
Toaster?
But if you're going to get one, they're kind of fun. This is the Revolution Instaglow, and I love that it has this big, giant touchscreen on the side, very bright.
A toaster?
And then you pick what you're doing. You can get a waffle, you can get regular toast, and then you select how dark you want it.
A Pop-Tart.
There's a Pop-Tart setting.
Oh, you can go
super dark if you're a maniac, or you can just go, regular for us normal.
Oh, my God.
Well,
just put the bread in.
wait, man.
What'd you bring?
I got some bread here from home.
Wait, I'm going to go to the setting for that. Look, I have a setting.
This is my normal.
Who has that kind of energy to get up for a toaster?
Is this a morning show?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a morning show or if it's just something, I don't know, about to be canceled. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this crew.
You're probably right.
I don't know.
Wait, I'm going to go to the setting for that. Look, I have a setting.
This is my normal toast at home.
Okay.
I wanted a perfect comparison.
This is my normal toast at home.
What did we? This is on TV.
So I have a $25 smuggling in toast for work.
I'm not saying this is going to be any better, but you get to see a picture.
I have a $25 toaster on my counter.
Okay, I'm going to go middle on that. How about that?
Okay.
And I'm going to hit the button. Oh, there it goes.
Look at
Oh
that.
my God, a toaster's
got the
toasting.
timer. The timer's going to go down, and we'll come back.
All right,
We'll come back to that. All right, so let's
Here we
move
go.
along. You got a gadget that can help us start our day with some sunshine. So what do you got for us?
Okay, I always wanted smart blinds. To me, that sounds like a great idea. They just go up
Sounds
automatically.
like a lazy guy.
They just go up automatically. We're not quite there yet.
We're not there yet?
Is this Chris Little?
It sounds like
Starting
him.
to sound a lot like
Yeah.
him.
They just go up automatically. We're not quite there yet. This switch spot, however, connects to your curtains like a little robot, and it just pulls them this way, pulls them that way.
How fat and lazy is this country? You can't wake up and open the blinds or the drapes by yourself. You have to have a computer do it, a robot do it.
Pulls them that way. You can have your Alexa do it. You can do it on an app.
Or maybe you can get up and do it.
Maybe you can stretch your arm out.
Yeah, maybe you can get your fat ass out of bed and go open the drapes.
You shiftless, lazy.
God.
And you just throw a couple of these on, and we're not in the future where all the blinds are perfect and smart and everything, but this is a good intermediate step, and I love the concept.
All right, so we're spending money. Can we save money with that plug over there?
I use these on everything in my house that's not already a smart device. This is a TP-Link smart plug. A lot of companies make these. You just plug your device into this, plug this into the wall, and then again, Alexa or your Google Assistant or your app can turn stuff off and on. A lot of these have energy monitoring built in, so you can see from an app on your phone how much power you're using. And if you go outside and leave stuff on, you can just tell it, oh, turn off that light, turn off that, electronic thing I left plugged in.
That's an upgraded clapper.
It's kind of like it's a verbal clapper. You just go, Alexa, do the clapper
it's a
thing.
tapper.
Is that an easy audience, huh?
It's a verbal clapper. You just go,
It claps and they're hysterical.
go, Alexa, do the clapper
It's a
thing.
tapper. So what do we got on the toast here? Are
He's
we
not ready.
working our way
We're still
down?
counting
You got
down.
one more.
By the way, if let's say Bellio was this,
It's a verbal clapper.
right? If Bellio was like that during a commercial break, I go, sweetie, you got to stop doing that. Right? Nobody's told her to stop doing that.
That has to be a morning show, like people that are waking up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, but no producers asked her to stop doing that. That's wild.
Better yet, is someone telling her, that's great?
Yeah,
Keep doing that.
I bet there is.
Love the energy. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Like if
So positive.
like if I did this once, this
It's a verbal clapper. You just go, Alexa.
Crozier would come in and go, hey, dude, are you on something? What's going on with you?
Totally would.
Yeah.
I would literally, hey, God,
I don't want to pry,
dude,
but
I care.
yeah.
Let's start with that. I care.
You doing coke or something? What's going on with you? Yeah. Like if Crozier did this,
It's a verbal clapper. You just go,
I don't know if I'd approach him because I'm not really that good at stuff like that, but I'd.
Alexa, do the clapper thing. Alexa, do the clapper thing.
Yeah, right.
Do the clapper
It's a
thing.
tapper. So what do we got on the toast here? Are
He's
we
not ready.
working our way
We're still
down?
counting
You got
down.
one
Oh, we're
more
still
thing
counting
you
down.
got.
Okay, so do you recommend the Amazon Blink outdoor security camera?
You know, I think we're making a lot of progress here in these cameras, indoor ones, outdoor ones.
That means no.
Used to have to, if you wanted the
But wait, they
doorbell.
went from toasters to cameras so fast, I'm lost.
I know. Well, the toast is still being toasted. I think we're going to
Okay.
come back and
Hey,
revisit
how's
the
that
toast.
toast? How's that
Yeah.
toast going?
I'm like the other guy. I have a $25 toaster, the old-fashioned one, where you just push it down and then it comes up when it's done.
Yeah.
Used to have to, if you wanted the door.
That's all they do.
What does it do?
That's all it does. You push it down, it toasts and pops up.
Used to have to, if you wanted the doorbell. Used to have to, if you wanted the doorbell or a camera, you had to wire it in, and that was a no-go for a lot of people. Now they're wireless, and you can put a couple batteries in this. Lasts for like 2 years.
So you can pop it
on
up
one set of
anywhere.
batteries.
I don't believe that a camera with a couple batteries lasts 2 years. I've seen all that crap before. I don't believe that. The batteries in my remote don't last 6 weeks. How's a camera going to be on for 2 years?
Just put some double-sided tape on the back. Stick it anywhere.
Wires.
2 years on. I don't
Come
believe
on.
Yeah, I'm with this guy. 2 years.
Wires.
2 years on. I don't
Come
believe.
Yeah, double-sided tape. It doesn't come with it?
2
Yeah.
years on. I don't
Come
believe
on.
that.
Listen, I got a place up in the country, and bears come and go through the garbage occasionally, and I literally got this to put outside. I haven't had a chance to put it
So you
up
can sit in
yet.
your office like Scarface and have cameras everywhere, just looking at every
If you
angle of
choose
your house?
to do that, that's one way to use this.
Actually, a fresh reference.
Wow, dude.
Scarface.
You see him sit there and go like Scarface in an office, watch his toes, and big old cocaine in your face. Big old guns coming out. Hey, say hello to my little friends. Is that you?
Oh, the cadence of the conversation there. No wonder why you said Scarface.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
I went to the Smokehouse last night.
Oh.
After working in the garage all day, I had a real Jones for that garlic bread, and I wanted to get the garlic toast at the Smokehouse. So I called them up.
Oh, the old the restaurant over here by the studios?
Yeah, I called the restaurant, and it's an older restaurant when the recording on their voicemail, it says, you can reach us online. And I'm like, oh, here we go. www.smokehouse1946.com. And then they spell it.
When it picks up, is it like one of the old? There's a long pause before you hear anybody talk. You hear this hum, this shh. And you go, thank you for calling the Smokehouse.
I can play it for you here.
You can reach us online.
Let's see here. Call the Smokehouse in Burbank. Let's see if it comes up. Dialing. Okay, here it is. Smokehouse. Here we go. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Thank you for calling Smokehouse Restaurant. Please listen closely as our options have recently been updated. you wish to place an order for delivery, please visit our website at www.smokehouse1946.com. For reservations or takeout, press 1. For private dining, press 2. For garlic bread or online shipping orders, press 3. For billing matters or to obtain a copy of your receipt,
I think I pressed 1.
For the chef's...
All right, here we go.
Thank you for calling Smokehouse Restaurant. A team member will be with you momentarily to take your reservation. Please note, we are not able to change reservations by voicemail.
All right.
You must speak to a team member directly. For the fastest service,
here we go.
Click the reservation link on our website at www.smokehouse1946.com. That's www.smokehouse1946.com.
That's great. Let's spell it out.
How do you smell Smokehouse?
Spell it out, Smokehouse. 1946. They've been around a long time, but the garlic bread is unbelievable. So I ordered the garlic bread, but you got to go in there and do it. And I called it 8:22. I say, hey, how long is the kitchen open? She said till 8:30. I jumped in the car. I had 8 minutes to get there and place the order. So I get in the car, and I race to I didn't break the speed limit, but I was close. And I get to the Smokehouse, and I'm ordering it. And she said, it'll just be a few minutes. I said, oh, please. I said, you can take your time. I'm in no rush. I just need that Smokehouse garlic toast. I need it in me. And so while I'm sitting there waiting on one of these red, couches or booths out there, I hear the guy at the bar, the bartender, and he's a louder guy. And I'm like, I remember that voice. I know that voice. The guy serving drinks in the bar. I know him. And so I asked the waitress there, the maitre d' or the hostess. I said, hey, is that bartender's name Gary by chance? And she said, yeah, that's Gary. I'm like, God almighty. I remember Gary from 30 years ago when he used to be the bartender at a place called the Money Tree. He was the bartender at the Money Tree. And so I said, I walked up to him. He was just cleaning some stuff up there and only had about 5 or 6 customers at the bar. And I said, hey, are you Gary? And he looks at me and goes, Conway. I'm like, hey, Bobo, I haven't seen you in forever. How long you been at the Smokehouse? And he says, I've been here 17 years.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that I've not been in here in the 17 years that you've been here. And he told me his hours and his days. He's in there Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. I said, oh, I'll stop by and see you and catch up. I love this guy. One of the greatest guys I've ever met in my life. Guy named Gary, who's the bartender at the Smokehouse. So he says so I'm sitting there waiting for the bread. And he says to 2 young ladies sitting at the bar, he said, this guy, and he points to me. He said, this guy had the funniest line ever when he was bartending. And he remembered this line from 25 years ago. 25 years ago, he said, there was an old guy sitting at the bar at the Money Tree. And he had his feet up. He was drinking a beer. And he was watching Gilligan's Island on TV.
Hey, now.
And you said to the guy, what's broken at home? The TV or the refrigerator? Right, because otherwise, why would you pay $8 for a beer if you're going to watch TV? You do that at home.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, right. He's watching Gilligan's Island, drinking a beer at a bar. Not socializing with anybody. He's just drinking a beer, watching Gilligan's Island on TV, and he's drinking an $8 beer. And said, hey, what's busted at the at home? The refrigerator or the TV? All right. And Gary remembered that. And the girls laughed, and he laughed, and I laughed. And I said, that's great, Gary. I'll come by and visit you sometime. And he said, yeah, please do that. Please do that. I miss you. I miss you too. And as I'm walking away from the bar, I didn't want to tell him or the girls laughing. That wasn't my line. I never said that.
You knew in the moment that he was relaying this story. I never said that.
If it was funny, I don't mind him giving me credit, but I never said that. I don't remember ever saying that. As a matter of fact, I think a buddy of mine said it, and I wasn't going to correct him.
It totally sounds like something you would say.
Right, exactly. So I went with it. I went with it. I said, okay, yeah, I said that. But I know I never did. But in front of him and the 2 gals, I took credit. Didn't want to dissuade him or her or the girls from believing that I was that funny. So I said, no. Yeah, I remember saying that. That was great. Good old times. Gary, I'll come back and see you again sometime, buddy. I love that guy. Gary, the bartender at the Smokehouse, one of the greatest guys I've ever met in my life. That guy is the bomb. So go see him on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. That guy's great.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
I don't need it, but I want it. Costco, a 1-gallon coffee mug. I don't need it, but I gotta have it. Costco. When I get waffles, I want 72. I don't need it, I want it. Yeah, it's the best thing I ever saw. Personal water, filter straw. Now I can drink.
All right, but Costco, a very, very competitive parking lot. You've got to compete if you're at Costco to get yourself a spot. You can't lollygag in there and just hope you get a spot. You got to be aggressive to get in there and get that spot you want.
Danville man said he was punched repeatedly in the face by a driver who wanted his parking spot. It happened outside the Costco on Fostoria Way.
All right, what happened to this guy? What happened?
That's where we find KTVU's Alyssa Harrington. She spoke with the victim tonight about what happened. Alyssa, how's he doing?
That's right. You know, I got a chance to sit down with him today. He has 2 black eyes, a sore shoulder, and a hurt knee, and injuries all over his face. I want to warn you that some of the images you will see in this story are graphic.
Feeling like I got run over by a steamroller.
Wait a minute. We have to have a disclaimer because the guy's got black eyes?
I want to warn you that some of the images you will see in this story are graphic.
Oh, my God. Where are we in life? Where we have to warn viewers, you're going to see a guy with 2 black eyes and a little scratch on his neck. I hope you can handle that. I hope that's not too much for you. Hope it doesn't overload your senses.
I want to warn you that some of the images you will see in this story are graphic.
Feeling like I got run over by a steamroller.
You know, the only place you should hear that disclaimer is in some of these Middle Eastern countries where they'll just behead a guy in the street, you know. They'll be arrested for shoplifting, and then they'll just take his head off or his arm off. I don't mind that disclaimer there.
I want to warn you that some of the images you will see in this story are graphic.
Yeah, like a guy getting his head lopped off for stealing something. I get that. I somewhat get that. But a guy with 2 black eyes and a cut on his lip, get out of here.
Feeling like I got run over by a steamroller. My whole body is sore.
Craig Blackburn of Danville said he was viciously attacked in a Costco parking lot Sunday during an argument over a parking spot.
Okay, what happened? Give me the details.
This happened just before 11:30 a.m. at the location on Fostoria Way.
Right.
Blackburn said he had just finished shopping and was loading up his car while eating a Costco hot dog.
Oh, no. Please don't tell me you put all your crap in your car and then you're going to sit there in that parking lot and finish off that dog. Please don't tell me that happened.
Eating a Costco hot dog when another driver waiting for his spot got impatient.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not the hot dog guy.
No.
I'm the guy waiting.
Hey.
Get out of here.
Eating the hot dog.
No.
It's still hot.
You get those Costco hot dogs have never been hot.
Yes, correct.
At any point in their career.
Correct.
They have never had any heat on them at all.
You don't need to chew. Swallow and move, man.
And you can eat a hot dog while you're driving or drive down the street and park in the neighborhood under a shade tree.
They're the perfect eating, driving food.
That's
well,
right.
How much time after you get back in your car do you still get the parking space?
A half of second.
That's not fair.
You need to be making movements to getting the car moving.
That's
if you're
right.
sitting there doing anything other than getting that car ready to go.
Out! Yeah. Get out of that parking lot. You're done.
I disagree.
You're done.
Hurled some insults out the window and told him to hurry up.
Oh, that's me. I love this guy. I'm that guy. Get the F out of that spot, you hot dog eating pig.
This guy's sitting in his car and says something.
How many birds does this guy own? Does this guy have like 9,000 birds?
And
He's got an aviary.
Wow.
Says some things to me about.
Yeah, like get the F out of here with that hot dog.
my weight in eating a hot dog.
That's not funny.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait.
Why would you admit that on TV? Why wouldn't you just say, "Oh, the guy went after my race," or blame something else? Why would you say, "Yeah, he called me a fat F and told me to finish that dog"? That's classic. All right, very good. We'll continue with it. It's a good story.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
The Costco parking lot is the most competitive parking lot in retail. Everybody's pissed. Everybody wants to get in there and get out. And there's some rules about the parking lot at Costco that everybody should know. You put all your stuff in your car. You put your shopping cart back in one of those corrals. Then you get to your car, start it, and get out. You're not to eat any of the food. You don't open up the pretzels, the 8 pounds of pretzels you just bought. Nothing. You don't get on your phone. You don't check your messages. You get in your car and you move. And you get out of that parking lot. And man, is it vicious in that parking lot. You can do an entire show, like that Cart Narcs. I'm surprised he hasn't done Costco yet. You can do an entire show on just the raw anger in that parking lot. People are pissed. They're angry as hell, and especially in that Costco parking lot. Walmart, bigger parking lots, more of a casual crew. They're not paying to shop there, and so that irritates people that they have to pay to shop at Costco. And when you get to Costco, you walk in. Usually you walk into electronics. The TVs, the cameras, and all that crap are usually right there. And then boom, you make a run for the chickens back in the back. You make a left, paper products, and then you make a run for the cash registers. But it goes in an informal, unspoken circle. It goes counterclockwise from when you get into Costco, straight back, quick left, straight forward to the cashier. It runs in a counterclockwise fashion in most Costcos. Don't swim upstream. If you're in liquor and you got to get to TVs, you go around. You keep doing the counterclockwise circle until you find out where you got to be. Don't swim upstream at me. I will hit you with my cart to let you know you're doing something wrong. And if there are more people like me, more people would follow the rules. Don't swim upstream. Follow the rules at Costco. There's too many angry people out there. All right, this guy went to his car and was going to eat his hot dog in the car before getting out of the Costco parking lot. I feel like I want a piece of this guy.
This guy's sitting in his car and says some things to me about my weight in eating a hot dog, and he wanted my parking spot and told me to hurry up, and I told him to go find another spot.
Blackburn said the driver wouldn't move. Other people started honking.
What is that attitude all about?
I told him to go find another spot.
Go find another spot. That spot is not yours.
Lack of common courtesy.
That's exactly right.
It's common courtesy.
I'm not saying he deserved to get his ass kicked, but he's very close.
Yeah. Look,
very close.
I can either help you shove it in your mouth or shove your car out of the space. Pick one.
Blackburn said the driver wouldn't move. Other people started honking, and the situation escalated.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts.
He was looking for a fight.
The driver...
No, he was looking for a spot. You were looking for a fight.
Yeah.
Stop with the hot dog in the car.
He was looking for a fight.
The driver finally parked somewhere else, but came back to find Blackburn as he was in his car getting ready to leave.
He was still in his spot.
He was still there. He found another spot and was able to walk back, and the guy was still there, eating that hot dog.
Point made.
That 2-pound hot dog.
And threw him on the ground, so I got out of the car, and I didn't have a chance to do anything. He just attacked me, and I fell down, hit my knee, fell on my shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Someone called 911 and police and firefighters arrived, but the suspect...
Oh, now they're going to clog the parking lot up with fire trucks and cop cars.
Well, when that guy got out of his car, did he still have his hot dog in his hand?
I think he was just finishing the dog. Yeah, I think so. Or he should have been.
Someone called 911 and police and firefighters arrived, but the suspect took off. Blackburn was treated at the scene and then taken by ambulance to the hospital.
Man, oh man. He had an ambulance ride to the hospital, which means that car's still in Costco, taking up that spot. Today.
I was in the hospital there for about 6 hours.
Okay. Well, while you were there for 6 hours, did you learn your lesson? Don't eat hot dogs in the parking lot and you don't get your ass kicked. I've never eaten a hot dog in the Costco parking lot, and I've never got my ass kicked in the Costco parking lot. It's a preventative measure. Don't eat in the parking lot.
I was in the hospital there for about 6 hours. They got a CAT scan and about 10 or 15 x-rays.
All right. Did you learn your lesson?
And got hemorrhaging in this eye.
Hemorrhaging in your eye because you were eating a hot dog when you should have been moving.
I reached out to the Danville police chief, who sent my request to the town of Danville's public information officer.
God, how many people are involved with this incident? Guy's eating a hot dog in the parking lot. Now half the town's involved.
She confirmed officers were called to this incident and said no arrests were made.
Good. They should have a parade for this guy. Don't arrest him.
The email said the case is currently under investigation and will be sent to the district attorney's office for review once the investigation is complete. However, a friend of Blackburn's also reached out to the town and got different information. He says an emailed response from the mayor's office indicates...
Now the mayor's involved. The mayor of the town's now involved because this guy's eating a hot dog in the parking lot.
He says,
yeah, because he can't stop with those hot dogs.
He says an emailed response from the mayor's office indicates an arrest was made and charges were filed. Blackburn wants his attacker prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Oh, please. God
and wants to feel safe running errands in his own community.
Okay, then don't eat the hot dog in the parking lot. You want to be safe? Get in your car and get out.
Well, I think people need to speak up and get the prosecutor.
That's what he was doing. He was speaking up to get you the hell out of the parking lot.
He does. He's going to do this again.
He's going to do it again.
He's going to keep eating the hot dog.
Yep. He's going to do it again and again and again and again. And I'm warning you people, if you want to get your ass kicked in the Costco parking lot, do that.
Do that.
Do that. And you'll find 4 or 5 guys beating the hell out of you. And everybody else around applauding those guys. Get out of the parking lot. We're live on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.